Optibotimus coming to another video review. And today we're actually going to be taking a look at another custom figure from my good friend Josh, otherwise known to the rest of the internet as Sios, and that being the custom War for Cybertron Deluxe Class Soundblaster. As you can see, Soundblaster is a repaint of the Deluxe Class Soundwave figure from the War for Cybertron game. And obviously, since there is a third kind of fan mode about how you transform him, giving him the boombox mode that we saw in the actual game, that's kind of what we decided to go with his alternate transformation in this custom figure. As you can see, a lot of really nice painted detail all the way throughout this entire figure, where you get some red, you get some bronze, you get some black. The chest piece, instead of being blue, is this really nice kind of red bit that hopefully you can kind of see. Yeah, you can kind of see it right there. And instead of the silver Decepticon logo, we have the nice purple Decepticon logo. It looks just so much better. And as I said, obviously he is in the third boombox mode. That is basically a fan creation, but it just works perfectly with this entire figure. Just absolutely fantastic looking. The amount of detail that goes in this is exquisite. Much like his custom War for Cybertron Nemesis Prime, this figure was actually dyed black. Instead of painting the actual figure, making the figure itself a little bit thicker on the plastic, by dyeing it, it doesn't increase the thickness of the figure. So you can still transform him into the vehicle mode if you want. I'm not going to waste my time with it because that's why I have Soundwave. Soundblaster being a different character and a unique character, I thought I would actually keep it in this really nice alternate transformation. It just works better, and it looks pretty accurate to the actual video game itself. So it works for me. The other thing that I absolutely love is by having this, it really goes well with the Shadow Warrior figure. Now, much like the Nemesis Prime figure that Josh created, he designed this as if Hasbro themselves actually did this. A lot of people will be like, okay, well, it's a custom figure. Why didn't you add this? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you tweak this little color? He wanted to keep the cost down, obviously, and he wants this to be a good representation of what Hasbro would create if they actually created a Soundblaster character. And I think he did a fantastic job. It looks great, but it's not overdone. But it's a fantastic looking figure. Now, in terms of transformation, obviously it's going to be a little bit different. Just kind of rotate the legs down, bring everything around, bring the feet up, and lock them into place. Do that on the other side as well. Just kind of rotate. And obviously the transformation isn't a real transformation sequence because it's a custom, but you can do whatever you basically want. Come around here to the top, kind of just get that out of the way, and then this top section is very much just like the original transformation of the Soundwave figure. Fold that section back, fold that out, rotate this around, fold that section back, bring the forearms down, reach in here, get the hands, pull those out, go ahead and rotate them at the wrist. Do the same on this side. And really, this is essentially it. Now, you can do a couple different things. These wheels, they still rotate, and you can position them whichever way you want. I prefer to leave them like this because it gives it a little bit more of a different look than the actual Soundwave figure. But here is Soundblaster, and I love the way this guy looks. It's just a fantastic looking figure. You can do whatever you want here to the back pieces as well. I mean, they still rotate, they still position, but I don't know why. I just like leaving it like that. It gives it a depth to it. Now, one thing that I do have to mention, in terms of his face paint, you can't really tell, but his eyes are actually painted over. On the actual final versions, his eyes will be painted. Very nice red color, I believe he mentioned, but you can see the nice chest piece and the red color of it. It just looks fantastic looking. Detail all the way through. You get red instead of the purple, just like these on the side. This still opens, and you can still store his weapons inside there, or whatever you really want to do. Close that up, but I just kind of like leaving it like so. Nice Decepticon logo there. It's just an absolutely gorgeous representation of what Soundblaster could be on. You can fold these back up, give him a little bit easier of a standing. But it's a gorgeous looking figure. I mean, it's the natural problems that Hasbro has. they're a little bit weak. This one's a little bit weak jointed, especially in the feet, so he has a little bit harder time standing. But again, he looks fantastic with the Shadow Warrior. I absolutely love the way this looks. This is actually how I keep my figure displayed. I have the Shadow Warrior hanging out with Soundblaster, and it just makes for a fantastic display piece. Now, I do usually keep the weapons attached here. You can still remove them, and you still have some nice painted detail on the weapons. This whole section here is bronze color, and you can plug those into his hands still, and he still holds his weapons perfectly fine. I still don't like the way these feet work. Maybe I'll leave them like this, and that gives them a little bit better, I guess, of a pose. But you can still hold the weapons. This can still, if you really want to, come up on here, and that can still fit in his little shoulder section. So it's really honestly however you want it to display. As I said, these still plug into his chest piece perfectly fine. Except there we go. Still plugs in there perfectly fine, and you can see. I mean, it's black, so I don't know how well it's actually coming across on camera, but it just looks so cool. I absolutely love it. Go ahead, take this out, fold that back. I'm going to put these little guys right back in here, and I'm going to show you how to get him back into his boombox mode. The upper torso section transforms very much like the actual Soundwave figure. You just kind of rotate, well, first, rotate the hands back and fold them in. Back, palms down, fold them in, just like so. Rotate this whole section around, hold this little bit out, and rotate it around. That covers his face, and then you plug that together. These sections here will rotate down and peg together just like so. Do the same on this side, just like so. Kind of keep these positioned back because those are your back stabilizers for the boombox. Then rotate this, and actually this is, there we go, rotate that around, rotate that around. Take the foot, detach it, rotate it, so it's pegged down, and then you, actually it rotates like this, sorry. And then rotate, keep that position, and then rotate that all the way back, just like so. Do the same on this side. Rotate this all the way around. Mostly, I mean, in this being a fan mode, you can really do whatever you want. I mean, it's entirely up to you. So rotate that, detach the foot, which it already is. Rotate that around, rotate that up, and I keep rotating that. Don't rotate that. There we go. Leave it like so. Rotate that, just kind of position everything nicely, and there you have it. And then just come around here to the back, make sure that you get these little pegs, kind of get them positioned, because like I said, that's what's going to be used to hold him up in the boombox mode. They're just like little legs. And there you have them. A fantastic alternative if you really want a nice custom figure. It's just a terrific looking figure. Now, if you are actually interested in picking these up, he's doing a very limited number of them. At a cost of only $55, you get the figure plus the custom work that goes into it. Then I'll mail it out to you, and you're happy, and you have your own Soundblaster. Now, it does not come with the Shadow Warrior figure, who's drunk. But if you are interested, I'm going to put all the links and everything down at the bottom. Please click on him. Please contact him. He definitely does fantastic work. You guys saw my Nemesis Prime. You now see Soundblaster. This guy knows what he's doing, and he's easily one of the best when it comes to dyeing these figures and giving them a completely different look. So thanks, Josh, for being patient with me and allowing me to do this review for you. Until next time, guys, this has been Optibotimus. I'll talk to you later.